With Fortnite announcing the season will be titled Paradise, how am I actually feeling about my Underworld theory? Actually pretty excited about it. Paradise is often described in many religions and mythology as heaven or very close to it. A complete contrast to Underworld. Fortnite is noted for their contrast in seasonal themes and story arcs. Ice and fire, shadow and ghost, everything and nothing, everything being the 0 point and nothing being the nothingness ready to consume it at any point. So what is this chrome? Initially, I thought it may be Mercury, which led me to Hermes, one of the 12 gods of Olympus, and a psychopomb, someone who guides souls. If you want to know any of the other 12 gods of Olympus, Artemis, Athena, and Apollo may come to mind. Fortnite has floated around the idea of souls in their storyline for many seasons, and maybe more so in Chapter 2 Season 3 when Midas was brought back from the dead and the reboot vans were broken. People would come back as ghostlies or shadows, and having this purple entity associated with maybe the afterlife in terms of Fortnite. We see a similar use of colours in Cerberus, who was released in the Chapter 2 Season 5 item shop with the skin Sika. He's of course the gatekeeper of the Underworld and a hound of Hades. More on that later. I do understand that this may be littered with coincidences. I do understand that. Hear me out. The Spire Guardians and the Spire cult seems to be associated with souls and also have connections with this chrome, and they guard a world beyond reality. With the Spire Reach battling, there seems to be an obvious connection to souls, but throughout the Lumen Spire set, we see these hands, and they seem to be purple as well. Isn't there a connection between the shadows and are these souls? I'm slightly confused now on the fact that is the chrome and this black goo that everyone speaks of the same thing, and I think it possibly could be. So Chaos Agent obviously has a style, goopy, but if you go back to his other style, his hands appear to be purple, similar to those of the shadows. I then thought maybe this is a mistake until I looked at Chaos Origins, and he seems to have both, with his hands very much depicting both of these colours, this shadow entity and maybe this goop. So with his overwhelming sense of souls and the Underworld, could this be the season that Fortnite introduces the god of the Underworld, Hades? This skin in a survey I think could be Hades. The bident, the blue hair, the fact that the cloak does resemble the teaser as well. I know I've explained this in a previous video, but how would a Underworld theory work for the storyline currently? So my overall conclusion to this is that Hades is not evil, but I believe wants to restore balance. The Imagined Order and the Seven both flaunt their immortality and to swap the natural order. With the IO gone, that leaves the Seven as the natural enemy, and that's why the Chrome has taken him, because of this man Hades. He's got a bident, he's got blue hair, he's got a H in his chest. I believe he's a god of the Underworld, Hades. I've said this in another video. So basically what I'm saying with the chrome, at the time I believed it was Mercury and I was using that as a vessel for Hermes. I'm not saying Hermes will be an actual character, but I'm saying that chrome is the vessel being used to take the Seven, taking them to a type of Underworld, but I guess Fortnite's version. So you want to know what a Fortnite lore and storyline person gets up to, this is what I have on it. Of course on this we have the chrome, Paradise, and obviously a connection with the Underworld possibly, souls, Spire Guardians, hands, shadows, ghostlies, Chaos Agent, and all that sort of being sort of connected in my opinion. But one thing I haven't mentioned in this video, which I have mentioned previously, is obviously Deimos's belt does have interlocking hands similar to the Spire Guardians, and indeed there are a couple more things. But another thing about Deimos, what you have to realise is that he is the son of Ares and Aphrodite, two of the 12 gods of Olympus. And his in-game description is "Travelers beware on the road to the next world." So instead of Fortnite doing a bit of Underworld here and there, maybe they really should have a season to focus on it and re-explore it in terms of how Fortnite perceives that Underworld and Paradise being heaven sort of thing in the Fortnite storyline. But I do believe that Fortnite is really influenced by mythology and Greek mythology, and another thing about Greek mythology is Midas. So if you're enjoying Fortnite storyline and lore, you may enjoy this video about Midas and the Peace Syndicate and the Polar Actions.